Let's talk about how to keep your house from smelling like a litter box. All of us cat owners out there absolutely love our cats, but their litter boxes can sometimes leave the house smelling terrible. You know that absolutely lovely aroma of ammonia throughout the house is just, it can really stink up your house quick. But with the right maintenance and the right litter, you can keep your house smelling clean and fresh. So first, let's talk daily maintenance. Depending on how many cats you have, depends on how often you really need to be scooping that litter box to keep it from smelling up your house. As someone that has 4 cats in the house, I have to scoop at least twice a day, every single day, to make sure that that smell doesn't start flowing through the house. Obviously, if you only have 1 cat, you might only need to scoop once a day. Now, ideally, of course, we would be scooping every time they use the litter box, but let's face it, we all have busy lives and that sometimes is just not a feasible option. So for those of you who have multiple cats like myself, you'll probably want to scoop the litter box at least twice a day. Now, do take into consideration that if you have multiple cats, you should have multiple litter boxes. Even if you only have 1 cat, you should have at least 2. Having multiple litter boxes does also help with odor control, and it makes it less likely that your cat is going to have an accident somewhere in the house. Now let's talk about litter box maintenance. Now, depending on what type of litter you are using will depend on how long it lasts. There usually is a guideline on the back of most litter packages, so that can give you an idea of how long the odor control is supposed to last for that particular type of litter. Now, the litter that I use usually lasts about a month before I have to completely change it out for new litter. One big huge difference that I have seen with keeping the litter box smelling clean and fresh longer is making sure that you scrub the litter box thoroughly before adding the new litter. For those of you who own plastic litter boxes, a little bit of the Blue Dawn dish soap plus vinegar and water makes a great spray for cleaning the litter boxes and making them smell brand new again. Now, if you do own plastic litter boxes, these usually are only good for about 1 year, depending on how many cats that you have and how often they are using that litter box. Unfortunately, plastics do eventually start to absorb the odors, and sometimes they get scratched up at the bottom, which allows for bacteria to sink into the plastic, and after a while it makes it almost impossible to scrub out. Now, I do also use biodegradable disposable litter boxes for my cats as well. I do have 4 cats, so I have a lot. Products like the Nature's Miracle biodegradable disposable litter boxes really help out, and those litter boxes are designed to also help with odor control, which is nice, and it keeps you from having to scrub, although they can get a little bit pricey as they need to be changed about every month. I can usually make it about 2 months, but anytime past that and they start getting kind of scroungy. Now, finding the right litter for you and your cats is also a huge factor in how clean the litter box smells on a regular basis. It took me a really long time to find a litter that me and my cats could kind of agree on, and that also had really good odor control and a nice scent. I am currently using the Fresh Step Multi-Cat with Febreze. This stuff smells great. My cats still seem to love it and use it because a lot of cats will not use scented litter. So it has to be a litter, if it is scented, it has to be one that is just scented enough that it kind of helps with odor control, but not so overpowering that the cat will not use it. Typically, a good quality clumping litter tends to help with odor control quite a bit, but finding one that clumps well and, like I said, with low dust that doesn't bother people's allergies, it doesn't bother, especially if you have asthma or something like that, you may have to find a different litter. Unfortunately, a lot of it is trial and error when it comes to litter because we all have our personal preferences, and some cats are extremely picky about what type of litter they will use. especially cats with sensitive paws. Now I know this particular litter, my cat that had extremely sensitive paws that unfortunately passed away, he was able to use this litter without seeming to have any issues. I've probably tried out at least 40 different types of litter over the past 30 years to find one that I am okay with. Because let's be honest, I mean, it's always a give and take. Unfortunately, this one does track a little, but it doesn't track nearly as much as, like, say, the Tidy Cats litters do. So finding a good quality litter that your whole family's happy with and your cats are happy with, that clumps well and is easy to clean up, can be a little bit tricky, but it is definitely worth it once you find a good one. All in all, I would say once you find the right litter for you and you make sure that you stay up on your routine maintenance, keeping your house smelling clean is a breeze. So that's all for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!